Good evening, Jeanette. Today I'll present three things I've learned in Boston. The first point is from the lectures, where the one thing that I picked up or thought was most interesting was when the second professor gave a lecture about the U.S. politics, where he mentioned the electoral votes and how they were divided across the country in the different states, and how each state is most of the states don't really change every election. They're mostly either Democratic or Republicans, but uh, but he also showed us how some of the states would change uh, after. He gave an example, whereas Texas, they recently removed tax income laws, or just income tax. They removed it, so therefore a lot of more Democrats were moving to Texas, which was earlier a primarily Republican state, and in that way the demographics could and laws could change how the different states chose their um, electoral votes. Sorry, yeah. And then a point from our homestay was well, we didn't get to speak much with our host. She didn't really want to have anything to do with us, but she did take us to church on Sunday, on the family day, where we went to a black church, which was a very different experience, where it was almost as like being in a concert, and there were LED lights and a bunch of singers, and then at the end of it, they would go up to the scene and get cleansed or receive their blessing from the preacher, and some of them would even they fainted in front of everybody and just fell on the floor. So that was a bit of a shock that some people believe that much in religion, and that's not something that I've seen before. So that surprised me quite a bit. And then something I learned about Boston is from the many guided tours we had was mainly about the rich history that that dates all the way back to the revolution, and they were also very proud of their old buildings, even though they're not older than 300 years. They were from the 1700s, but that was what they talked about, the guides, and also about how a lot of the black rights black rights revolution, you could say, started in Boston, or that there were a lot of important black people who helped gain rights for black people in the early 1800s. And that was basically those were the 3 points that I learned about in Boston.